Hello students friends, welcome to lecture of automobile engineering. So in previous lectures we are discussing the different points of unit number 1, introduction to automobiles. In that we have discussed the classification of automobiles, major components of automobiles, types of vehicle layouts, types of automotive bodies and body construction materials. Okay, so now let's see about in the automotive industries they are more interesting in the different industry application of your vehicle, that light, strong and energy efficient and cleaner solution such as composites. So they are more recently they are interested in the composite materials. So this requires innovations in materials design, production, processing, process, automation and above all cost effectiveness is very much important. The traditional production process for cars are still focused mainly on the processing of metal chassis and other components. Means for the traditional parts of the vehicle, still we are going to use the traditional materials like steel, aluminum, magnesium. Likewise we are going to be used. Although the plastics are extensively used, the deployment of fiber reinforced composites for high volume of cars is still in pioneering phase. So to develop new automotive materials, components and systems in the most effective way, we completely automotive supply chain needs to work together. The researchers on the composite materials, reinforced plastic and polymers have come up with improved material qualities that make them suitable for use in interior, exterior and underbonnet components of automobiles. The automotive composite materials are used in various automotive components such as bumper, seating, dashboard, internal and external trims. So the careful selection of these automotive materials enables designers to improve durability that meet load bearing requirements and achieve reduction in vehicle weight. Many plastics and polymer composites are significantly less dense than the most metals and alloys while offering similar tensile strength. So these data illustrate the fundamental physical advantage that many plastics and polymer composites offer over metallic automotive materials. Higher strength to weight ratios that can enable automakers to lightweight vehicles while maintaining safety and performance. So the use of lightweight plastics and composite materials in the automotive industry has been increasing in recent years due to legislative and consumer demands for lighter weight, fuel efficient vehicles. So in some cases plastics are replacing heavier ferrous materials, whereas in other cases plastic and composites are being added for consumer comfort purposes. In addition to being lightweight, these materials are also durable, easily molded. Substituting heavier materials with plastic leads to an overall weight reduction. The percent of plastics by mass in average vehicle has gone 6% in 1970 up to 60% in 2010 and now it is expected to reach 18% in 2020. Composite materials currently have high purchase price, but when viewed from life cycle perspective, they make good economic sense. On top of low weight, composite materials provide strength and rigidity, while fatigue and aging are not generally seen as problems. Composites also don't rust and they don't degrade in the same way as metal structures. Another advantage with composite used in chassis structure is that it is possible to create larger integrated structure than with steel. This means fewer joints which in turn further reduces weight. So the researchers say that tomorrow's vehicle will be made from bigger mix of materials with focus on both function and weight. While the plastics and polymer composites industry has been working cooperatively with the automotive industries for many years, there is delays that limit the use of plastic and polymer composites in vehicles. Plastic and polymer composites continue to deliver significant weight savings to automakers. In addition to their current role as an excellent choice for lightweighting, aesthetic, aerodynamic design, and value in many interior and exterior applications, plastics and polymer composites, particularly the fiber and pore composites, are also fast becoming a contender in structural applications like body in white and chassis components due to their ability to drastically reduce overall vehicle weight while maintaining or improving safety and performance. So in that way we are discussing the various materials and the need of the material for the automotive vehicles. So let's discuss the different parts of the body. So as we know that the body is made up of sheet metal steel panels which are welded together to form a single solid unit that is called a single integrated construction. So integrated body construction offers different advantages that already we have discussed, that it adds strength and rigidity, more space utilization, control noise and vibration, lightweight, less fuel consumption, controlled aerodynamic shape, increased life of vehicle, correct, improved passenger accommodation. So many requirements that we have discussed about the interior body construction. Now let's discuss the body assembly, in which first we will discuss the floor assembly. So here this figure or the sketches that will show you the floor assembly. So generally floors of automotive body is assembled first. As we know that in our Marathi we say that आधी पाया मग कळस. तसं त्याप्रमाणे as in that way only here generally for vehicles the floors of body is assembled first, and after that the pillars, rails and panels are welded in order to form the complete vehicle body. So floor pan assembly of typical car body is made up of three stamped sheet metal panels. So it will be in three parts. So that is in that parts only the floor assembly is to be made up of. So metal strips are welded. If you see here, such metal strips are welded. Metal strips are welded at different places to floor plan in order to reinforce it. So by adding such metal strips, it will reinforce, means it will increase the rigidity of that vehicle. It will prevent the excessive vibration of the vehicle body. So such that belts and channels, you see such channels and belts are again added so that it will provide the better rigidity and it will avoid the excessive vibration. Same time if you see here such a wheel bar is provided at the rear as well as at the front. So this wheel panel, it will provide the wheel well. It provides the wheel well. So again the intention of this wheel well is when car is moved on the road surface, it will gives the clearance for up and down of the vehicle. Up and down of the vehicle. At the same time here the rocker panel is to be provided. So here it is shown rocker panel assembly. So rocker panel assembly is attached to here. It is joint here only. So in that way it provides the rigidity. It provides the rigidity. It provides the strength for the floor panel. At the same time here radiator support is provided with the floor panel. Also at the rear side also there are supporting members are provided for the suspension system. So in this way there are different, these parts are to be attached with the floor pan assembly. So likewise the sketches are shown the floor pan assembly. Next we will discuss the cover assembly. So cover assembly means the forward structural portion of the vehicle to which are intended to be attached all or part of the windshield frame, firewall, housing of the instrument panel and hinges for the front doors. So the cover assembly is made up of many smaller panels, stampings of steels. Getting here it is showing that it is having the stamping panels are there, so many parts are there in the cowl assembly. Getting so cowl panel is normally welded to rocker panel. So this cowl panel is normally welded to the rocker panel, which is with the floor pan assembly. Getting so this cowl pan is attached with the rocker panel and floor pan assembly. So the assembly is used for supporting. So this cowl assembly is used for supporting accessories like windshield wipers, steering column, instrument panels, warning and indicating device, and dashboard. Getting also top cowl panel is vented in some designs of vehicles to allow fresh air in cars. So here it is shown. Such a top cowl vent is provided. So in that through this vent you can get the fresh air inside the cabin. Getting so in that way the front doors also hinged to the hinge pillars. If you see here, the front doors are hinged to the hinge pillars. So here front doors are hinged at the front side. Getting here it is to be hinged the front doors. So front doors are hinged to the hinge pillar. So here hinge pillar is provided, as well as the firewall. It is shown as the firewall is there. This portion is known as the firewall. Firewall is insulated in such a way that it does not permit the engine lines to get penetrated inside the body. Getting and because of that, the driver or the passenger will be irritated due to this noise as well as the different fumes from the engine. Getting so in this way there are different parts with the cowl assembly. Here it is shown top cowl assembly. These are the fenders which are also attached here with the rocker panel and with the cowl panel. Getting so hinge pillar is shown here. It is the hinge pillar. So here the front doors are to be attached. Next we will see the roof assembly. So roof assembly is an important part of the car body. Here figure shows construction of central pillars. Here it is shown central pillars. Roof rails. Here it is shown the roof rails or roof supports. And roof panels. Here roof panel is there. This is the roof panel. So the roof rails and the central pillar gives maximum strength to the body. So rear doors and hinges supported by central pillars. Getting so rear doors and the central pillars. Rear doors and hinges supported by the central pillar. Here hinges are there. Also support the striker plate of the front door. Means the front door which is attached at the hinge pillar at the front side, they are going to strike on the central pillar. So front door will be strikes at the central pillar, and for that purpose the striker plate is provided on the central pillar. So roof panels and drip moldings added to the car body. If you see here the roof panel there is a drip moldings are added to the car body, and the sole purpose is that it will catch the water from the roof and direct it both to the back of the car, so that it will not disturb the vision of the driver. So in that way the roof panel is very important, that assembly of the vehicle. Next and last that we will discuss the trunk lid. So here it is shown, that is the rear side of the vehicle. So the trunk lid is the cover that allows access to the main storage or luggage compartment. Means in the trunk lid we are going to store the luggage or goods. So hinges allow the lid to be raised. So here it is shown with the trunk lid hinge is there. This is the trunk lid cover is there, and these hinges are provided open and close the trunk lid. So devices such as manually positioned rod can keep the panel up in the open position. Okay. So here there are rods are provided which will keep open. Nowadays rods are to be replaced by other hydraulic system. Next it is the front end assembly. So the front end assembly consists of fenders. Here it is shown, which we are calling the mud guard also. That is the fenders are connected to the radiator support unit and are bolted to the fender or cowl assembly. It is again bolted to the cowl assembly. So it is a hood Wood it covers the front end assembly. Wood it covers the front end assembly. It also covers engine and the different parts and preventing them from the mud, snow, etc. from being thrown up by the tires. So such a that parts again added with the front end assembly. Here it is shown the stone shield, bumper, getting that is stone shield to avoid the striking of the stone when it is catch in between the road surface and tire, and because of that it may damage the parts of the vehicle. So in such case stone shield is there, bumper is provided. In any case if accident is there, then bumper will absorb the shock, getting absorb that crash. That way it will avoid the damage of the different vehicle parts. Getting so this trunk lid cover as well as hood cover, they are made in the same fashion. They are made in a same fashion. So that is about the different parts of the vehicle body assembly. That is the first floor pan assembly, then cowl assembly, then front end assembly, trunk lid, and roof assembly. Okay. So all these parts are very important parts of the body. So this is the end of the chapter number 1. I hope all of you are going to understand all the contents of this chapter. It is very simple. Listen again and again as well as read the PPTs, and by that way you can attempt the quiz. It is very simple chapter. Whole question is to be asked on this chapter, and it is very simple for all of you. Okay, thank you.